All right, what's happening, my mathletes? That's right, Miss Muscarella coming at you. And in this video, we're going to take a look at the properties of logs, and we're going to make use of them to expand and condense logarithmic equations. So let's go ahead and just kind of take a look at the 3 properties of logs that we've got to have memorized. So make sure you put that in your memory banks, because you don't get that on quiz. You don't get the formula sheet on a quiz. Oh no. Now there's 2 versions of each one of these. One is going to be using logs, and the other one is going to use natural logs. So if you see LN, those 2 letters together, that just means natural log. So with this, let's check out these things, kind of see what's happening here with this. So the very first property, this exponent property, what it does is it takes any exponent and it just moves it down right in front of the word log, or in front of the natural log part. All right, so this piece right here would be equal to natural log of n. The n would come down, and then we'd have natural log of u. All right, so that's all that would do. That's what that would do. Now the multiplication property is a little bit different. So multiplication, if you've got two products or more, if you've got things inside the argument that are being multiplied together, you can separate those 2 things using an addition symbol. And that is true whether we are using natural log or common log. So if we're using a log, that's how we do it. If we're using natural log, same thing. That'll be separated by a plus sign. And then the third and final property is going to be the division property. So with division property, this one's a little bit different, because with division, inside the argument, you're going to be dividing 2 quantities. And so what we'll do is we'll separate those quantities by subtracting. So when we do that, that's going to be how we'll do that. And we can go both ways with that. So we can take the left side and change it into the right side, or we can take the right side if it's already expanded and we can condense it into something smaller. All right, so let's take a look at 3 examples here of using the exponent property. So it's going to be pretty straightforward with this. So that first one, log base 3 of x squared. You're going to take this 2 that's right there, and it's going to go boop, boop, right down in front. So you're just going to have 2 log base 3 of x. So there's no more exponents when we rewrite that. For b, same thing. We're going to take the exponent of 5. We're going to move that out in front. Now here we have natural log, so ln, and then just x. And that's it. Now a little tricky one here, maybe for some people. Oh, it's been a while. So you have to remember that cube root of x, this is the same thing as x to the 1/3 power. That's the same thing as x to the 1/3 power. So again, that 1/3 is going to come down in front. So we're going to have 1/3 and then log base 7 of x. So this top piece, you can rewrite it as log base 7 of x to the 1/3. And then you just plop that 1/3 right out in front. And then lastly, we've got natural log of square root of x. And that, remember, the square root, that's going to be x to the 1/2 power. So I want to make sure that you guys, I want to emphasize, make sure that you put the parentheses around the argument, whatever is in there. In this case, we've only got one thing. Right here, we just got an x. Now, if there was a little bit more in there, so I want to kind of give you this piece right here to kind of think about. But let's finish this one up. So we'd have 1/2 natural log of x. It would just be like that. Now, however, if you had more than just an x underneath the square root, so bonus question here, so we're going to go with E. If you had, say, the natural log of the square root of, say, x plus 2. So here's a common mistake people will make. Now, when you rewrite that, you're like, okay, natural log. Now, the part underneath the square root, all of that is going to go in parentheses. That's going to be your argument. And then to the 1/2 power. So that 1/2 pops down in front, and you're going to have 1/2 natural log and then x plus 2. Now that's it. That's all you can do is stop right there. So this argument, whatever is in there, that's going to stay together. You're not going to separate that by using any other properties or anything. So make sure that you keep that together. So that's just a couple examples using the properties of the exponents. So come on back and we'll take a look at the other 2 properties of multiplying and dividing. And then we'll put it all together using all 3. I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Peace out.